everyone, my name is Melanie Rosen, and I'm a biomedical science major here at CSU. And today I'm going to be talking to you a bit about animal testing within the cosmetics industry. Like many of you, I'm a college student and am now old enough to vote, and as such, I would like to vote for issues that are close to my heart, and animal testing happens to be a big one. Right now in the legislature, there's a bill trying to pass known as the Humane Cosmetics Act. And what would happen if this bill were to pass is that animal testing would end in the United States within 1 year, and all products of animal testing would be cycled out of the country in 3 years. And why I believe this is so important is that animal testing in the United States is obsolete because we have come up with synthetic alternatives that can take the place of animal test subjects. Other countries around the world have already adopted synthetic alternatives to those test subjects and have had no issues in their economies because of it. Right now in the United States, there are 2 animal testing standards that are commonly used. This is known as the Draize rabbit skin and eye test. And what happens is rabbits are held in place while a potentially corrosive agent is applied to their skin and eyes, and the results are recorded to test potential side effects for a cosmetic agent that will soon be hitting the market. As the future of this country, I think we have an obligation to cycle animal testing out of the United States and to prevent more animal cruelty within our country in the future. So today I'm going to be talking to you a bit more about some of the synthetic alternatives available. The first one I'm going to discuss with you is known as Epiderm. And what Epiderm is a 3D tissue model replicated after human skin cells. And the fantastic thing about Epiderm is that it's so closely related to human skin cells, but it's more uniform and easier to replicate. So it's a fantastic alternative to using live animals. And another one I would like to discuss with you is known as Corositex. Corositex is unique in that it's a bit different than what scientists usually refer to as an in vitro test. In vitro meaning that it's a test done outside of a living organism's body. These are performed in test tubes, which makes them unique. So how Corositex works is a glass vial is filled with a detection fluid, and that fluid is covered over with a biomembrane. The agent is then poured onto this membrane, and as it passes through or destroys the barrier, those results are recorded, and the detection fluid will change in texture and in color. So depending on how corrosive the agent is, depends on is what causes the liquid to change color and texture. So then that is compared to a chart to determine how acidic or basic the agent is. And the last test I'll be talking to you today about is known as the BCOP test, which stands for the Bovine Corneal Opacity and Permeability Test. And what's fantastic about this test is that the corneas that are used are taken from the beef cattle industry, which are normally thrown away as a waste product. So this test puts them to good use, and no animal eyes are harmed in the process. So I'm a big fan of that one. As college students, you might be wondering what you guys can do to help further animal testing alternatives in the United States, and there's a few things you could do. The first thing you can do is use makeup brands that are known to be cruelty-free, such as Lush, Bath & Body Works, or Urban Decay. These products aren't as expensive as you would think. They're actually about the same as name brand cosmetics, and sometimes they're a little bit cheaper, which is an economic plus. Another thing you can do is get out and vote, and if you're too young to vote, then encourage others to vote, because passing this, the Humane Cosmetics Act would mean hundreds of thousands of animals' lives would be saved each year. And I think it's time we progress as a society and have animal testing come to an end, finally. Thank you.